Good afternoon. This is Brian Splitt for Allendale here on Tuesday, May 4th, 2010 with your closing commentary. Starting with the grains, we did have some mixed trade. The corn did finish lower, down 2 3/4 in May at 360 even. The Dees contract was down 2 1/2 at 387. Moving to the soybeans, May was a penny and a quarter higher at 977. November was down 3 1/2 at 963. And wheat, surprise of the day, May was up 9 3/4 at 499 3/4. The July contract was up 9 cents at 510 3/4. To kind of sum up what we saw today, technically corn did hold the uptrend support. When we made that low last week of 351 1/2, we've built a little bit of a short-term uptrend. That low did hold at the trend line at 362 1/2 today. It looks like right now we're operating on kind of a sideways range that we've navigated from last week until yesterday's highs, and that would be down around the 350 area for July to the 380 area on the recent highs. So we may navigate that 30 cents, but you're going to want to respect a move outside of that range. On the soybeans, buying of the old crop beans against new crop beans was featured today. The spread is at baseline support, so buying July beans and selling November beans may be something that you look at. It looks like the lowest amount of premium that the July beans have had over the November beans within the past few months has been about 18 1/2 cents. So this spread has traded down to about 19 cents within the past few sessions, and might be an opportunity to look at there. On the November contract, we did hold support at 950, and more specifically the 200-day at moving average at 954. So a lot of the recovery late in the session, the soybeans, looks like a rally off of technical support, and the range in November beans really at this point being 950 to 990. Wheat saw a lot of short covering today. Unwinding of the corn wheat spread was also featured, and despite a strong dollar and a lot of outside market pressure, we did see that wheat have a very strong close. Just on a side note, if you look at the markets that did finish strong today, it's been markets that have had a lot of selling recently. So as we go through the rest of the commentary, looking at the equities and the dollar, one of the things that seems to be in the marketplace at this point is a little bit of uncertainty based on what's going on with Europe, and if we're going to need more bailouts of other governments based on their debt structure. So if that is the case, you're going to see money leaving markets, and if that's a market that the funds have been short, specifically wheat, those funds need to buy to exit that market. So that's why we're seeing these 10 to 15 cent spurts in the wheat market out of nowhere, where all the other markets are trading lower. Moving into the livestock, we did have hogs mainly lower, with the December contract being the weak leg and some spreading today. Cash hogs have traded mixed today, in line with what the futures are doing. And one thing that we did see is early weakness rejected in the futures trade to close near the opening highs. That may be partly because of the strength that we saw in the cattle today. It was a technical breakout in the June cattle, so we traded through the recent contract highs at 96.30. Really, it looks like it's led by the cash. We had cash trade at 99 in Kansas. That's up 50 cents from last week, and actually that's up $1 from where we were trading earlier in the week at 98. So we're seeing the cash cattle see your higher prices gradually through the week, which is a strong sign. Now, moving out to the outside markets, probably one of the biggest influences on the trade today was the rally in the dollar index. We did have the dollar break out into new contract highs today. At this point, currently up about 102 points. And with that being said, again, we're seeing money moving into the dollar as a safe haven investment. With the dollar rallying, that is also, you're going to see the euro go down conversely with that. So with the dollar being a safe haven, the euro going down, and some of its other European sister currencies going down with it, this dollar is making a very strong move. Now, a lot of the recent breakouts we've had in the dollar have been met with selling directly afterwards. So if you're looking to be a buyer on this dollar, it may be worth seeing some patience for the next couple of days and seeing if this market backs off 100 points like it has the past couple of times we've seen a breakout. So that's something to watch out for. But otherwise, the equity market's down, looks like about 230 points in the Dow at this point. And a week ago, I actually had mentioned how the Dow index hit 62% retracement of its sell-off from its record high to the low made in 2008. And so far that is serving as very key resistance. A move above that will look like a very strong continuation of this uptrend that we're in, but if this selling pressure and these concerns across the pond continue to weigh on things, we may be in store for a little bit larger correction in the equity market, so that is also something worthy of note. Now, this liquidation in the equity market has put pressure on crude oil, down about $3.45 at settlement. Looks like some of the other concerns about the spill in the Gulf of Mexico and what that may do to restrict imports has subsided as well. So that is currently trading just above the lows from last week, down around the 81.30 area. I believe today's low was right around 82.60 or so. So a little bit of sell-off tomorrow may be a reason to step in and look at the long side of that market as well. But that's about it here for today. We're going to want to keep an eye on the continued concerns about the European debt. It seems like every day that goes by, the market's friendly about it because they got a bailout, and then the next day things are not as good as they seem. So that's probably going to continue to provide some volatility for these markets. But if you want to talk to a broker about our thoughts or look at our research, by all means, give us a call at 1-800-2-MARKET. That's 1-800-262-7538. Or look at us online at www.allendale-inc.com. And good luck trading the rest of the week. Thank you.